At it again, and we've got one here from the Daily Caller. Shout out to the Daily Caller. Make sure you guys go give them a follow. All right. One of the guys from the Daily Caller, I can't recall his name, is going around and asking folks a very interesting question. All right. Who's responsible for destroying the economy? Now, type in the comment section what you guys think the response is going to be. Are we going to get like a 80-20? 80% Biden, 20% Trump, or are everybody going to be delusional and say Uncle Trump? Are we going to get like a 90-10, 50-50? Type it up in the comment section. Don't fast forward in the video. Don't cheat, all right? Let's have a little bit of fun, man. Let's have a little bit of fun, okay? I'm going to guess personally, because I haven't watched this video, I'm going to guess it's going to be like a 70-30 deal. 70-30. I'm sticking with that. All right. Like, share, comment, hit that subscribe button if you're new. Please be aware I do have a scammer in my comment section too. I literally just saw him, or whomever it is. I don't even know if it's a guy or not. But they're impersonating me. They took my profile picture, and I think the comment that they left behind was message me or something, contact me or something like that. So please be aware that is not me. They took my profile picture and my name. The only way to donate to me is through the YouTube platform itself via a super thanks. Okay, that is the only way. Shout out to everybody that already has. Greatly appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. All right, thank you. I greatly appreciate it. I really do. All right, now let's dive in.
How's the economy affecting your life?
Horrible. I don't have a job anymore. I'm retired.
Right now, I can't afford to drive. I'm walking. Somebody stole my cell phone. I don't have a cell phone.
Got displaced from where I'm living at. I'm living in a shelter now.
Who do you think is to blame for this?
Donald Trump.
I think Biden has a lot to do with it.
How's the economy affecting you?
Negatively. A lot harder to pay your...
That's sad, but it's funny at the same time, just how quickly she was to say Donald Trump. Like, what? Listen, mainstream media has done a good job of brainwashing some folks. Done a really good job. But unfortunately, a lot of these Democrat politicians have done a horrible job on maintaining that psychosis, okay? Because like I've shown before, there's a lot of people that are waking up to the BS because I feel like the left has just pushed way too far, way too fast, But that's just my humble opinion about it. What do y'all think?
Bills, just keep a roof over your head and keep food in your mouth.
How many hours a week are you working now?
About 60.
Wow. Who do you think is responsible for what's going on?
I blame mostly Biden. Right when he came in and he cut the pipelines and everything that's going on with gas, he likes to point the finger over the seas and things like that I don't like.
So you don't think Putin's responsible?
Not for all of it, no.
Who do you think is to blame for this?
Donald Trump. Make no secret of it. It was already messed up, but Trump even made it worse.
How's the economy affecting you?
Well, I have to work 2 jobs to make sure I make ends meet, but that's not even quite doing it because no one wants to pay you.
How many hours are you putting in a week, would you say?
Let's see, 17 and 37, whatever that is.
Do you think politics is any blame in what's going on right now?
I don't think that we have the caliber of leaders that we had when I was younger. And I grew up during the Reagan era and, Bush.
I'm worried that a lot of other people are going to be very, very hurting in the months to come.
Do you think anyone is to blame or anything is to blame for what's going on in the economy?
Sure, Congress. They spent way too much money, and they're about to spend more money in the upcoming bill.
That is the truth, but I also think that's being done intentionally by the Democrats. Spend and print, spend and print, spend and print, spend and print until the dollar no longer exists. Until we have to carry a duffel bag to the grocery store just to buy, a gallon of milk and some eggs. I'm laughing, but I'm serious at the same time because there is a section of folks who don't realize what actually is going on here and how terrible all of this spending actually is. There's a lot of people on the left that are just completely oblivious to how bad this spending is. And Joe and the left, they continually want to spend even more money. while Joe is claiming that he lowered the national debt. And I'm just like, what? And I also love how they labeled their bills like something fluffy, you know, like, equality for all bill, you know, or something, when, you know, it's got, you know, 500 million for border security for Lebanon, 200 million for border security for Germany, and like all of this other stuff. We should have single, things in bills, singular things in bills. It shouldn't be stacked with 500 pages like what they did. What was that, last year? Yeah, it was just last year. The omnibus bill that they dropped like the night before that they were supposed to vote on it, or a night or day before they were supposed to vote on it. It was like 500 pages. It was some ridiculous number of pages. It should be a single subject. If you want the equality bill, that's all it should be about. Nothing with border security over here. Nothing with Michelle Obama's trail over there. You know, this over here and that over there. Because they hide stuff in these bills. And it's gotten absolutely ridiculous. And thankfully, Kevin McCarthy has stood up and, spoken out against a lot of this stuff, and has told Joe and the left, this ain't passing. You know, just let them know flat out. You better cut some of this spending, bucko, because we ain't passing these bills. Love it. Absolutely love it. Let's continue on, though.
Time you're printing trillions of dollars and sticking it into the economy, you're just going to depreciate the value of the dollar, which is then going to create inflation. People in Congress just don't understand it. Well, Democrats don't understand it.
It's affecting me big time. Money-wise, food, everything. I don't work. I live on Social Security. I'm alone. And I have a house. So I have a mortgage. So it's really difficult. I'm sure there are millions of people out there that can say the same thing.
And who do you think, if anyone, is responsible for what's going on?
Rather not say. I think we all know who's responsible.
Yes,
Everything's
we do.
expensive to live. And I worked a minimum wage job and had to pull from my savings to pay rent every month.
Right now I'm working and I'm not seeing too much being saved. A lot of it is being spent. And yeah, gas is terrible.
It's being spent well?
I'm having fun.
Who, if anyone, do you think is responsible for what's going on?
I don't know. A lot of old white people in D.C.
Anyone in particular?
No.
Joe?
Not in particular. I don't know.
I think he fits the description of being old and white. Not that there's anything, wrong with old white folks, but I'm just going off of what this gentleman said, okay? Joe Biden definitely fits that description. I think I found your suspect, brother. I found the suspect.
I can think of a politician who's old and white. A lot of people talk about him.
But
facts.
Is he really the one pulling the strings?
Well, you can't pay your rent.
Probably not, but he's the face, so he gets the blame, and all of the rest of them are going to get put out too when Trump gets back in office in 2024.
Can't buy groceries. You can't buy the kids' school clothes because everything is so high. You can barely use your car, your van to even get gas.
Compared to how things were before the turmoil came about, how were things?
They were very good. It was very good. We were all managing on what we had. But now every penny has to go for gas, for food. Oil is so expensive, you can't even get it. You can't survive today.
I love how he really exposed Joe at the end there. Just in the simple question. He said, how were things before? And she said it was great. But now it's terrible. So even if she wasn't like a Trump supporter, that's going to cause her to sit down and think like, things actually were better when Trump was in office versus Joe now. And I think that's another way to connect with some of these leftists, is simply just asking them a question and causing them or forcing them to really think like, how were things, 3 years ago? And like before this administration, you probably shouldn't say this administration because then that'll make them think too much about politics. But how were things before? And then they'll think, actually, they were pretty nice. Gas prices were low. Cost of living wasn't crazy out of the roof. I was actually, able to go out and enjoy myself, blah, blah, blah. Well, how are things now? How are you doing financially? Terrible. Gas prices are high. Food prices are high. I'm having to work overtime every single day. Actually, I did have a better time under Trump. Another strategy to connect with some of these folks, which I think we can always, learn from, obviously, because the more people that we make aware that we snap out of that psychosis, the easier 24 is going to be. The easier winning in 24 is going to be. Because a lot of people, like I said, are walking around like zombies and, they've been hypnotized by, the Biden administration and mainstream media. Trump bad. Trump bad. Republicans terrible. It's all Trump's fault, even though Trump hasn't been in office in 2 years. It's all Uncle Trump's fault, though. But you start asking little simple questions like that, and they'll eventually snap out, in my humble opinion. But, yeah, so basically all of them said Joe, except for one person, that the black lady towards the beginning. So I was definitely wrong on the 70-30. That's definitely not a 70-30 split. But anyway, y'all let me know what you thought about this one in the comment section below. Like, share, comment, hit that subscribe button before you go. Peace and love. I'm out.